Hi there, this is Darren at Treasure Life Family Farms, and today we're going farming. In the basement. So a little story about what I'm going to try here. It is March 12th, and so we're a little early to be seeding all of our stock here and our seeds, but I want to do an early set. So what I'm going to do is plant all these different kinds of tomatoes in. I'm going to put a row, so 6 of each, and then the rest will go back into the refrigeration until about 3 to 4 weeks from now, when I'll plant the whole mess. And what that'll give me is somewhere between nothing and maybe I'll have a whole set of everything that's going to be a little earlier than the rest. So I'll start getting some tomatoes and some peppers and cucumbers ahead of when the main group kind of comes in, as they say. So, so I'll have 6 of each unless things don't sprout, and then I'll have less than that. What I'm going to do is try to go simple. So, fairly cheap bag of something like this as my potting mix. We'll see if that makes everything happy. The picture at least has a bell pepper on it. I don't know if you see that. So I think this probably would be fine for the vegetables, as well as a lot of flowers on the picture there. What do we have here? So we have a whole bunch of stuff from Johnny Seeds, and if this works, I'll keep with Johnny Seeds. If it doesn't, we'll shop around a little next time. But we got some grape tomatoes, 5-star grape, Big Beef Plus, New Girl, which is a nice, pretty tomato. Mountain Magic, I can't remember what that one looked like. Mountain Fresh, San Marzano, I believe that one is a paste tomato, I think. Anyways, if you want to see what these look like, those are the names of them, and look them up on Johnny Seeds. They got all their beautiful pictures. Then we've got some cucumbers, let's see, some bell peppers, and then some hot peppers. So that's going to be our experiment in our hoop house this year. Like I said, I'm going to do every other row. So I'm going to plant here, here, there, and these are 72 cell trays, and I'm going to run a tape across to say which kind it is, and then we'll get these in the chamber to sprout with a dome lid on them, and do the whole works here. So that's the early ones, and then before long we'll get back around to planting the whole, like I say, mess of them. And then eventually we'll get them out to the hoop house, and you saw a video earlier where we're preparing the hoop house. So let me get to filling the trays, get those ready, and then we'll kind of go together and get the seeds in the dirt. So let me get myself kind of better organized, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so I just we've got this thing here. This is from Garland Products. I'm not sure where this comes from, likely Johnny Seeds or somewhere like that, but I just put our mix in here out of the bag, and we want to for sure get the clumps out of it. So I'm just gonna kind of work this a little bit, and then get it to where I'm kind of happy with that part, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so here's what I did. I don't want to waste a lot of my potting soil, so I got that all kind of fluffed up or whatever, you know, the clumps. Really wasn't really hard clumps, just little compaction for me in the bag, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's all nice now. And then I don't want to waste a bunch of it, so I don't want to fill the whole tray and then just plant every other row. And I want a spot to write on, so I kind of blocked off every other row here. Normal planting, I wouldn't do that. I would, you know, just fill the whole tray with the soil and then plant a whole tray full. But we're not doing that today. We're just doing 6 of each. So I've got a spot to write on, and I've also got, we've got 9 packets or 9 different things. So we've got 6 here, 3 here, and what I just decided was I'm gonna write on the tape before I do the soil. That way, if my tape gets dirty, it won't really kind of wreck my marker. So I'll get to that, and then I'll show you when I start filling the cells, and then we'll plant the seeds. Let me go find my Sharpie. Alright, so I got everything labeled here. I decided, you know, since there was 3 non-tomato ones, I'd put those together in the 3 that are going in that tray, and then we actually put those towards the middle, just depending on which way this tray kind of gets turned in the growing chamber. The light will probably be better for the middle than on outsides. Maybe it'll be the same everywhere you go, but in the case it's closer to the middle, that'll be doing well. And then these are all tomatoes. Each packet I put the letter A to match the letter A, and I wrote, you know, it's 5-star grape, beef, New Girl, Mountain Magic, Mountain Fresh, and San Marzano. So that's the kind of the prep part of it. Now I'm gonna fill the holes with the soil. So let's kind of turn things around here a little bit, and I'll see you in just 1 second. Alright, so I got kind of the first row filled up. Just kind of want to get a better feel for how that goes. Every now and then you get a little bit too big of something that you don't want necessarily in a starter tray. So you just pop that out and keep going. And doesn't hurt too much to kind of a little overfill it, because in the end you want to kind of come back and poke it down, and then even kind of row it up here a little bit. I'm gonna have to get a little careful about my watering, or I'm gonna wreck my tape. You know, over the next couple weeks, as I go tape it, just kind of keep moving the dirt forward, so as we finish up a row, we can keep the dirt heading forward into the next one. And so I'm going to finish up both these trays, and then we'll come back when it's time to put some seeds in here. So I'll be right back. 3 minutes. Alright, so this mix goes in probably a little more dry than what you're looking for sprouting seeds. So I've got this funnel, and I just I want to make sure you can see. Touch it on the soil, give a little dab of water. Oh, see, that got on my tape. Wasn't planning on that, sorry. A little too much water. But you just want to kind of get them all starting to soak. And then on round 2 is when it'll actually do a little better. So I'm going to go do that to a whole bunch of these, and bring you back when there's something more exciting to see. I'm going to show you a little bit about the next kind of bed prep thing I'm doing here. I want a spot in the center to make my, to put the seed. So I'm just kind of poking around here a little bit with the toothpick on all these holes. Some are better than others. Some I'm going to get a little twig or something I want to dig out. Like this one's going to have some twig stuff in it. Just kind of move that out. That organic stuff's not bad. It's just not best for right here, right now. When I get a little bit too big of a hole built, because I am getting rid of this, some of the extra stuff, I just put a little bit of very loose kind of extra back in there. And when I got my hole about where I like it, then I move on. And so each one's going to be a little different, but they're all pretty quick. Then that is going to be the H row. So I'm going to choose my packet of H seeds here. This is classic bell peppers. I've got my knife here. I know these have a resealable flap on them, but I find that resealable sticky stuff is not my friend all the time, so let's cut it like that. Now, I know I want 6 seeds, and I may get more than that, but I try. I don't want 100. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and I'm going to set this aside. So I've got 7 seeds in here. Not hard to pick them. I'm going to just drop one in each of my little spots over here. Six. I've got a toothpick around here. Where'd it go? I lost my toothpick I was working with. Oh, there it is. And so this one didn't do all the way down in its spot, so I'll just do that. And then it's just a matter of just lightly kind of touch these back, make sure they're covered. And then from here, we want to keep these moist. Push that one down a little bit. And we want to, we've got dome lids for this. I'll show you when we get towards the end. So I'm going to move these seeds around just a little bit if they're not quite where you want them. I'm going to get just a pinch of more here. That'll do real nice. And so we've got 2 rows done. I did the Jedi hot peppers. You just watch me do the bell peppers. And I will grab the cucumber seeds and we'll do it next. With my little metal tin gizmo here, I can just dump that extra seed back in there because I'll probably want that later. And then what I've been doing is taking my seed packet and flipping it over like that. And then resealing it with my own little tape thing, because the tape will come off next time I go to use these. Real nice. And then I set this aside. That one's done. And we'll move on to cucumbers. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the cucumbers. I'm going to do the whole other tray. I don't even have those wet yet. I still have to water those rows and get it kind of wet. But going to do cucumbers now. Probably plant all those tomatoes, and then come back when it's time to put these in the grow chamber, and then show you the dome lids and the plastic trays that go under and the whole deal. So Alright, thanks for watching this part, and we'll be back in just a bit, probably an hour from now. It's taken me a while to do this, but here I go. Alright, once they're planted, we want to keep the surface wet so the seeds have a good chance of coming through. I don't want to get my tape wet. We talked about that. So I've got this mister sprayer thing. It's a Chapin. Not sure what this thing is, but you pump the handle there. It builds up a little pressure, and then it sprays pretty nice. And I'm using the two sticks to just kind of keep the water off my tape a little bit. The seeds are in the center of each row, so pump that up a little bit. Just kind of give them a little wetting down. And that's what I've been doing. This last one, I'll do that over. And we'll spray at the end. Table will dry. And then we'll put a dome lid on. Let me move this off. Put the water on the tape if I can help it. I guess that's just how it's going to be. And we have a plastic dome lid. Looks about like that. And I must have the wrong, I guess it just sits up on top of there. I might have the wrong domes. Let me find the right ones. But anyways, something roughly like that. Well, that's probably how that goes. It's, I don't know. I'll have to ask our master gardener in the home about why that, maybe that's not the right one. I'll go look at her other ones too, because she's got some other ones that have those lids, domes on them. So I may be using the wrong one. Anyways, that's what happens next. So let me turn the camera off and solve that problem, and I'll be back. Alright, I got these wetted down a little bit. And that one's covered. That's just how that works. And that's how this works. I went and looked at some of the other ones that she's done. And let's just sit on there. This one's kind of bent down. I'll probably grab another one. It's, I don't know, maybe it's fine. Yeah, I'll get another one, but that's it. These are what we do. And then once they are up, then we start working with lights and temperatures and all kinds of other things. These are going to grow fine right here. And so that's all we're going to do. We will keep the top moist, and once they start coming up, I'll show you what's going on with them then. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.